Good morning. Yeah, you're looking at my nose. Sorry about that. I can't know if there are people exiting the hotel behind me or not. Feels a little awkward. Man, every spot taken. Plus some. Well, a couple of people left already this morning. It is, in fact, morning. We're going to try Edisto Beach. Have I mentioned that we're like right up against the marshland here? And I can't believe they don't have gators. All right, had breakfast, actually made a cup of tea. Don't normally do breakfast, but here we are. So off on the road we go, hoping for some photo opportunities. I've ended up on a residential street because I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was going to be sticking on that other road instead of jumping down here to Highway 17, as you can tell, because it's coming from the phone, is always a little behind. So I have to anticipate, and I was just on autopilot and wasn't anticipating. So I was thinking about that I needed to get gas and loading up gas, buddy. Go, squirrel, go, to determine where the cheaper gas was going to be. So already my first detour and less than a mile from the hotel. Doofus. The second time I've had to go in and pay for gas. The car didn't work at the pump. Ah, yes, Highway 17. So when I was looking for dinner last night, and bought a ticket for the $500 million Mega Million, or whatever it was, whatever lottery I paid, and I didn't win because I just was in that place and I had to sign up, and that's where I turned around. Yep. So I'm just, this goes actually down to Hilton Head and stuff, 17. It's smarter than taking the interstate, apparently. Everybody says take 17. So we're going to, recreate some steps. All right, that's too much talking. We have abandoned the main road. Welcome to Hollywood, South Carolina. The directions offered me a similar ETA alternative that was not on divided Highway 17. And with a similar ETA, I thought, why not? And so we have yet another street overhung by these pin oaks. I guess these are, I don't know what kind of oaks these are. I think they're pin oaks. Oh, all right. Sorry about the weird moderations of my speaking voice volume. Makes it hard to listen. Sorry about that. All right. Shutting up. I got the Beatles to listen to. I've been listening into my church service from home via Facebook, and I just wanted to be able to capture this church, AME, a lovely church on this Botany Bay Road where I'm headed, and the parking in the grass, it's just like a movie. AME, of course, is African Methodist Episcopal, so it is part of my denomination. And it just so happens to be on the road that I need to take, this dirt road I need to take to go to where I need to go. So it looks like I'm coming up to a turn here as well. That is closed. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'm going the wrong way. We'll find out. The sign at the back said I wasn't, so yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm getting a lot of reflections off the windshield, so pardon the wind noise that you're about to receive. Well, I just met somebody. We have to sign in and get a hang tag. Yeah, I know, I should put my seatbelt on, but I'm going 13 miles an hour. Hold on. Anyway, I've got a hang tag. You have to sign in, which is cool. They want to know demographically where people are from, which is kind of nice. And there's a driving tour because there's a bunch of stuff here. There's a plantation, and but you know why I'm here is to take pictures. And there is just an amazing tree. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that tree. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some good images. The next strip is well behind me. It's quite the pleasant walk, isn't it? And it's, you know, you go from the trees that are behind me, and then it just opens up into this marshy, I don't know what to call it, land. And then you've got some of these trees here already. But apparently there's a bit of a boneyard of these on the beach, which is what I'm here to shoot. I've decided to start with 16 to 50, just because I think the wideness of the 16 is going to be helpful. And then, you know, I brought all my lenses down. Can you hear it? It's the ocean. There's a heron out there. Obviously not the best of conditions from a lighting perspective when the sun's so high in the sky, but it's working. You know, you just make adjustments. It's pretty cool though. Gotta leave their mark. All right, I feel like I've done all the picture taking I can do in this spot. Although I just took a picture or two while shooting the video. So there's the trailhead, so away we go. All right, that's a wrap. There's some people up there. Let's take a look at the bird signs. Safe shorebirds. Show the beach, cool. All right, away we go, back. Oh, somebody lost a sweater. Had a nice chat with a gentleman who got out of a shot because, of course, he at points of his life has been an avid picture taker as well. So just kind of gotten away from it. He did tell me a good story. He got a great shot, he said, of some kind of stork, not a spoonbill. I can't remember what he called it. He said with this big prehistoric bill and its reflection in the water. So we looked at some stuff. He's from South Carolina, so he knew things. We found a lot of empty conch shells. These things are everywhere, everywhere. You can see right there. That is the beach, actually. Those are the dead trees along the beach. So some of the ones I shot are right there, just above the sand line. All right, let's get back to the car. Try not to get our feet too wet. Whoa, whoa, wide shot. I just missed a white heron in flight, so I think I'm gonna keep the phone in my hand, ready to go, because I missed it. Not anymore, I'm sure where that came from. lot more cars here now than when I got here. It's a beautiful day, that's why. In the car, wrap up kind of, yeah, met some people, talked to some people, talked to a Department of National Resources guy. You just saw that banana spider, similar to ones that we have in Ohio, but different. All right, that was cool. All right, I'm gonna head back somewhere. I don't know. Let's see, drive through the rest of the plantation and the preserve because there's some more cool stuff. So I'm gonna keep the camera handy at the ready. Music's off, time for a lens switch again. I've switched several times. I've used all 3 lenses, but I'm gonna go back to the 16 to 50 because I just know that they'll be close and far away things as I'm driving the rest of the trail here. According to the map, we are looking at plantation farm fields. All kinds of stuff I'm sure was grown here. Currently, that looks like they have cotton and sunflowers. This time of year, not much to show. Corn and sunflowers, but cotton was definitely grown here back in the day. And trees that rim the field. That's very typical, right, of all farmers. It's a windbreak. So they cut down the trees that they need to build things and burn. And when they create the field, but they leave some separation between. And by separation between, I mean separation between fields, right? So there's this lovely row of pines, and then there's another field. Not as big as you might expect it to be, but some of these trees might not be original. Some of them probably are. You can get a lot of production out of a size of a plot this big, if you know what you're doing. I would like to issue a correction. I believe I referred to the oak trees down here as pin oaks. They are live oaks. More stuff. It was a well. Pretty cool. Those are brackish salt marshes over there, saltwater marshes over there. Just coolness. It's all coolness. Yeah, I got that wrong too. I misread the map. That was just a chimney from a cabin. There's a well here somewhere though with a beehive looking construction. We'll see it at some point. Just to get a sense of scale, I stepped out to look and see if there's anything worth taking a picture of. And that is a gator. Hello, Mr. Gator. Enjoy your day. I'm glad I got out of the car though, so that I got to see you here in your habitat. I mean, it said it right here. And there he was, or she. Now, this is actually pretty impressive. This lake is a man-made lake. They dug it out, and the pond was separated from this, and this dike here that I'm driving on was created with the dirt that they dug out to make this lake. I have no idea how deep it is. On the weekends, people are allowed to fish here, just this side, and they have to throw the fish back in. Looks like there somebody was fishing. This is, again, that salt marsh on that side, and this is a freshwater lake, I think, on this side. Jason's Lake, they call it. The tour continues. Now that we're out of the trees and have not circumnavigated, but gone past the lake, we're back to more former farmlands, more fields. These have been left to fallow, as they call it. I had forgotten that term, but it's in the little inner guide book that I've been showing you, the map. So yeah, it's a lot more fields to be farmed by slaves back in the day. Apparently, we're headed towards the old, where the house was for one of the 2 plantations that make up this Botany Bay Preserve. So, see what it looks like. What's left? I don't think there's anything left. They did say in the guide also too that it was a big place and a ballroom on the entire 3rd floor. Oh look, they're growing trees. Smart. ruins of the sea cloud plantation. There's really not much left. Makes you wonder, was it the war? Was it just time? Was it intentionally knocked down because it was a remnant of the old plantation past? I don't know. Brick. What actually strikes me as cool about this particular stretch is that it's a long stretch of road here as a part of the plantation. I mean, the house was way back there, and we're not even around the lake that they created. So, yeah, just, you know, you're on horses, you're walking. It's a fairly long stretch here. And as you can see, it actually continues on in front of me for quite some distance. I mean, let me zoom. All right. Sorry about the jitters. Let me unzoom. It's like one of those rack zoom shots in a movie. Yeah. Wide angle though, the road goes this way. It's called Rabbit Road. So this is where I'm at. I'm right on this corner right here. So that goes straight out to Botany Bay Road. So it will meet it. So let's pay attention when we exit before we get to the church again, the AME church. See if we see that road hit us again. This is the well. Stop number 12 on the map. An old beehive well, because you do need fresh water, of course. Apparently there used to be a cool top to it, but a branch knocked it off. All right, away we go, back on the road. I was wrong also about the lake. It's brackish, as they said. The ponds here on either side, as it says in the guide, are in fact brackish. So not freshwater. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Who are you? Ferns, as promised. And this is just a forest. I mean, this is all just reforested. And I think there's pine in here too, as it says in the guide, because they, you know, cut down some of the oaks, used the wood, I'm sure, but then also added pine because you can do more with it. There's a hubcap somebody lost at some point. Probably didn't even know it. I don't know what Adeline's Road is, but it's closed to vehicles. All right, we're just gonna keep going. It'd be fun to ride a horse around here, that's for sure. They should, I mean, that would be expensive to maintain, but it would be cool if they had horses. Yeah, I can't get a good shot on this tree. These two trees, really, and a little pond, and they're just gorgeous. Look at that, look at that. Of course, you know, it is one way, so everybody that was out on the beach with me, just going to the beach to enjoy it and also taking pictures and stuff, this is the only way out. So you have to do this bumpy, sandy 15-mile-per-hour road. And as they say on the sign, or in the booklet, it says, you know, 15 mile per hour is plenty fast enough. It's safe for the animals. And I am going to agree with that, actually. You don't really want to be going much more than 15 miles per hour in this thing. I'm going 11 right now, and look at me bouncing all over the place. And as soon as I say that and film it, look, here we are. Right back to the exit. I don't know what the check station is still, but I do see horse trailers, so maybe people do ride horses here. What do you know? They asked that we return these, so I am going to return it. Ooh, interesting. Somebody left their garbage here. All right. No dogs allowed on the beach. No drones. That's a bummer, because this would be a cool place to do some drone work. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. I did see the other end of Rabbit Road. It was called West Coast Road on the Google map. But there's somebody behind me. There was oncoming traffic. So we didn't shoot any way to recognize it. But yeah, it was a straight shot. It was dirt, overgrown grass. Cool. All right, see ya. Water's cold. That was it. Got my feet wet, and now I'm done. I don't have a suit or anything, whatever. But it was a nice beach. See it? It is interesting down on this side of the strip. There are a couple of spots like this on the cut-over streets. I'm probably not supposed to park here, but it did. Yeah, I'm too cheap to pay because I knew I wasn't going to stay long. So why would I pay if I know I'm not going to be here long? Doesn't make any sense. All right. Trying not to get too much sand in the car, but there's only so much you can do.
Hawkins and Evans combined on the stop. That time he brought both inside linebackers.
Oh, I thought I was going to get a little surfing action.
Because he thought 2nd and 1, the Bengals probably could throw it, but they did run the football that time, and he thought it would be a good blitz whether the Bengals threw the ball or ran.